It's your boy TalonMasterJ here, and guys, I'm back for something brand new. Well, not really brand new. It's basically something that I've done in the past before. I haven't done it in a while, but we're back for it, ladies and gentlemen. We're giving you guys a draft analysis for the UNPL. We have gotten selected for the UVA Naranja Premier League, or Pokemon League. I think I got that P wrong. Off red. If I did, I apologize to Danny and everything. But point is, guys, we got selected alongside 23 other amazing coaches that are all going to be in the description down below. This is going to be our draft analysis, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about every Pokemon that I picked for the Atlanta Talonflames, what I think I can do with some of them, and we're just going to preview, you know, what could be good matchups against certain Pokemon in the metagame. So if you guys are ready for this kind of draft analysis and ready to watch the UNPL, leave a like on this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Getting close to 300 Talonites as we are recording, but the main thing is also this battle is going up on September 30th. No, not battle, draft analysis. It's going up on September 30th. This will be my mother's 65th birthday. So if you guys want, you could say, you know, happy birthday, Mama Talon. And then this Thursday on twitch.tv/TalonMasterJ, I will be hosting a 10 to 12 hour, haven't decided yet, 10 to 12 hour stream because it's my birthday. And I hope to see all of you guys there. But now, enjoy the draft analysis video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our draft analysis video here on youtube.com/TalonMasterJ. I wanted to do a little bit like a Stephen A impression here. So, in all fairness, I'm just going to try real quick. I'm not going to do anything like, no, actually, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah! It's time for TalonMasterJ's UNPL draft analysis stream. Now, keep in mind, the team is fluid. Because there could be anything that happens between now and the end of the season that some of these Pokemon, they could be on the team, but they probably could not be on the team. It all depends on how the season goes. But we're going to start with our round one pick. Give it to me, please. Give it to me. BAM! The Walking Wake. Wow! Have you seen what Walking Wake can do? Walking Wake is just that really good, ladies and gentlemen. It's got that base 125 special attack. It's got a base 109 speed. It's got good defenses. Hydro Steam does well in both rain and the sun. It's got agility. It's got Dragon Pulse. It can drop a Draco. It can hit Fire Blast and Flamethrowers. It can do all kinds of things, ladies and gentlemen. And did I mention it gets knockoff? Did I mention that it gets knockoff in this new DLC? It gets the ability to remove items on top of using its own item, so it can't get knocked off. This Pokemon is going to be insane. It's going to be awesome, and I'm looking forward to using it. But now we got to get to pick number 2, please. And give me pick number 2, please. Give it to me. BAM! The Snorlax! Wow! I mean, have you seen what I look like? I'm a big guy. I do nothing but eat. I do nothing but sleep. The only thing I do better than Snorlax is I have a little bit more energy. And as you can tell, I got some energy right now, ladies and gentlemen. I got some energy right now. Maybe I could pass it on to Snorlax. Maybe I could do some things with Snorlax that most people haven't thought about. I mean, let's be real. This Pokemon, it's got immunity. It can't get poisoned. It's got thick fat. It doesn't get hit by fire and ice type moves. I mean, let's be real. We all remember that Merry Man episode when SpongeBob Shrinks the Town, where he says that if you want to grow up strong like me, you gotta make room for seconds. And Snorlax makes room for seconds, thirds, fourths, and fifths on top of being an absolute tank. And did I mention that it gets belly drum? Did I mention that it gets belly drum? On top of the Gluttony, which allows it to use any of its berries at 50% health instead of the 25%. This Pokemon is great. It is a normal type, so we have our Ghost immunity. Look, that's just round number 2. Please give me round number 3. Please give it to me. Give it to me. BAM! The Ogerpon Cornerstone Mask! Wow! Have you seen how Ogerpon does in this generation right now? This Pokemon being the head of the Teal Mask DLC, it's got 4 masks. The regular form, the Wellspring Mask, the Heart Flame Mask, but this Pokemon essentially gives you a 100 base power rock type move that does not miss in IV Cudgel. And it's got Spiky Shield, it's got Trailblaze, it's got Horn Leech, it's got Low Kick. This Pokemon is great. And did I mention that that mask gives it a 1.2 boost to all of its attacks, not just rock and grass. So you get a 1.2 boost on the low kick. You get a 1.2 boost on the throat shot. You get a 1.2 boost on any move that it can use. But I digress. This Pokemon is going to be very fun. And also, I mean, base 110 speed. I got some speed early with a little bit of bulk in there. But that's not even it, ladies and gentlemen. We got to speak on round 4. We got to go to round 4 now. Now give it to me, please. Give it to me. BAM! The Armor Rouge. Why? I mean, you would think I would go with Ceruledge because I'm in the UVA Division. But nah, you see, I was a Scarlet Pokemon trainer. I got Scarlet. I loved those Paradox Pokemon, and I loved Armor Rouge from the minute it was revealed. Now, I gotta admit that Ceruledge has a very good design. I do enjoy Ceruledge. I do enjoy them Bitter Blades. But Armor Rouge, there's just something about Armor Rouge that I really, really like. And did I forget to mention, this is one of my Terra Captains. I got 2 Pokemon that are my Terra Captains. This is one of them, and I can make it into a Psychic type. I can make it into a Grass type, or I can make it be a Dragon type, ladies and gentlemen. And we all know that Armor Rouge is very good at being a very good Pokemon, especially with them expanding forces. Now, granted, I don't have Psychic Terrain to really buff it out, but it does get Psychic Terrain in its own right, so I can do that as a potential thing. But we gotta go on, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta go and look on this. We gotta go to round number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it to me, guys. Give it to me, please. Give it to me. BAM! The Overquill. Wow! Have you seen how Overquill is? It's got a base 115 attack set. It's got a base 85 speed. It's not bad, it's not fast, but it does have the Swift Swim. It does have the ability to be fast. It's got Poison Point. It can poison with a 30% chance if a contact move is. It's got Intimidate to cripple physical attackers. It has Toxic Spikes. It has regular spikes. Did I mention it was a Dark type? So it's immune to Psychic type Pokemon, which is really good. It is a great combination alongside Drapion and Skunting have shown you in the past. But when we look at Overquill, I also have to mention that when I was playing Pokemon Legends Arceus back in January of 2022, right before I lost my dear grandfather, rest in peace to my gramps up there in the big blue sky alongside my grandmother, I found a shiny Quillfish, a shiny Hisuian Quillfish, and I made it a shiny Overquill. I could potentially bring that into Scarlet and Violet, and I could potentially use that as a Pokemon for one of these games. But Quillfish also has, not Quillfish, Overquill. Overquill does have access to Bar Barrage, which has a 50% chance to poison, and then it does Venom Shock if the Pokemon is poisoned. This Pokemon is incredible, guys. It is absolutely incredible. But we got to go to round 6, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go to round 6. Please give it to me. Give it to me. Please give it to me. BAM! The Politoed! Wow! Did you just see my last pick? I did recall that I got Overquill that does have Swift Swim, and Swift Swim does need rain to activate the Swift Swim and the double speed boost. But on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a Walk and Wake. I can activate the rain to help out Hydro Steam, to help out Scald, to help out Aqua Tail, to help out Waterfall, to help out any kind of water type move that I pretend to use, that I even remotely think about using, ladies and gentlemen. But that's just one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Politoed in its own right, it's a good bulk, it's got good defenses, it can be an absolute menace to take down, it's got Ice Beam for freezes, it's got Scald, it's got all kinds of things, ladies and gentlemen. But that's just a Politoed, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably going to be a rain helper, but at the same time, we are all okay with that. But we got to get to round 7, ladies and gentlemen. Please give me the round 7. Give me round 7, please give it to me. BAM! The Hisuian Goldra! Wow! Well, in all fairness, I mean, it's a Steel type. Of course, you know I love Steel type Pokemon, and that's the best part about Pokemon, is when you have your favorite type and you know how to work with them. But Hisuian Goldra, as we've seen, now granted, it is not a Terra Captain. I did not have enough Terra points to make this a Terra Captain. But Hisuian Goldra, as you have seen with Shell Armor, it is able to negate an Urshifu. It is able to negate any critical hit with Shell Armor. It's got Sepsimer in case I want to go after some Grass type Pokemon. It's got Gooey if I want to lower some speed on my opponents. And that's a potential option to go for. But we have to think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hisuian Goldra, while its defenses are very good, look at those attack stats, ladies and gentlemen. A base 100 physical attack and a base 110 special attack. This Pokemon can hit very hard. Now granted, that speed set has yet to be desired, but let's be real. Hisui and Gojo is probably never going to be going faster than most Pokemon in the format, but that's okay. If you take those hits and then you deal that damage back, that damage is so much more sweet, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we're going to go for it. But we have to get to round number 8, please. Give me round number 8. Give it to me. Give it to me. BAM! Rabombi! Wah! Well, in all fairness, I don't really know why I picked Rabombi, except for the fact that it's a bug type, it's a fairy type, and it does have access to Sticky Webs, because Sticky Webs is a very good hazard. On top of that, it does have very good abilities in Shield Dust and Sweetville. We don't care about Honey Gather. What do I look like, a dang Combi fiction for a Vespiquen here? No. We don't look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We go after the Shield Dusters. We go after the Sweetville so we can either avoid any flinches or we can avoid any confusion. But that's another thing here or there. This Pokemon gets Quiver Dance. So you get a Quiver Dance off, it can do massive amounts of damage with Bug Buzz, with Moonblast, with Draining Kiss. It gets access to Giga Drain too. So you got recovery in your back pocket on top of the Sticky Webs. And that's what makes it so amazing. Now we gotta get to round number 9, please. Give it to me, round number 9. Give it to me, please. Give it to me. BAM! Hoopa Confine! Wah! Well, in all fairness, I mean, Hoopa Confine is a very good Pokemon. I know most people like to think about Hoopa Unbound as a better Pokemon because, you know, it's got better attack stats. But you know what? If you watch the great Lord MV and his Chinese EV spreads, which are incredible, I might add, you gotta remember that Hoopa, he has found ways to make Hoopa work in ways that Hoopa should not. And Hoopa is really good. Let's be real. Base 150 special attack and a base 130 special defense, but it's even got a base 110 physical attack. You don't even have to run the special attack, you can run the physical attack, which I'm sure Envy has done in the past, and I had no idea because I've never seen him do that. I've just seen him run Assault Fist with Terra Fairy. And let's be real, this is also Terra Captain. I can make it a Terra Fairy on my own right. I can also do Terra Ghost, and I can also do Terra Electric, to where I'm only weak to ground Pokemon. And that base 70 speed, it does leave a little bit to be desired. I'll say that, ladies and gentlemen. Base 60 defense, it's frail on the physical side, but who really cares, ladies and gentlemen? This Pokemon is designed to come in, be a special wall, and just dominate. But that's our other Terra Captain, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we got Armarouge and we got Hoopa, but we still got 2 more picks left, ladies and gentlemen. So we gotta get to round 10, ladies and gentlemen. Give it to me, please. Give it to me. Give it to me. BAM! The Gastrodon! Wah! Have I ever mentioned that I'm buds with YouTuber The PokeRap, who is all about eating the slugs? Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta go get some slugs merchandise. Slugs are great, especially the fact that Storm Drain is really good. You can literally wall any water-type Pokemon in the game with Storm Drain with this Gastrodon. On top of that, it does get Sticky Hole, so you can't knock off its items. Sand Force a little bit iffy on there, but if you're going with a Sand Team, you can run that every so often, ladies and gentlemen. But it's only to one type. It's only to one type. Granted, it is a 4 times weakness to Grass. I have to keep in mind if there are any Grass-type Pokemon out there, but that's neither here nor there. That is neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But Gastrodon, it does get Toxic back. It gets Ice Beam. It gets Scald. It gets Recover. It gets Muddy Water, which is a legal move in singles battles because it is a side effect of potentially lowering accuracy. It's not a guaranteed accuracy drop, in which case it would be banned under Smogon clause. But we care about Smogon here. We care about that. But we gotta get to our last pick, ladies and gentlemen, because as you guys know, we've been doing these Pokemon all game, but we haven't gotten anything left. But we gotta get this one, guys. Give it to me. Just give it to me, please. Give it to me. Oh, BAM! The Honchkrow! Wow! Well, in all fairness, I mean, Murkrow was really good in VGC in the beginning because of Prankster with the Tailwind setup. But Honchkrow, what does Honchkrow have that's better than Murkrow? Oh, gee, I don't know, maybe that base 125 physical attack with Moxie to really go off if it gets a KO. Come in late, get the KO, start stacking up them Moxie boosts, and then we can go to town with a Honchkrow. It also has a base 105 special attack, and it gets access to moves with high critical hit ratios like Air Cutter. So it gets a Super Luck boost with the air Cutter, and then you add a Sculpt Lens on top of it, and that move is a guaranteed critical hit almost every single time. But then you add in moves like Sucker Punch, it's got Roost, it's got Brave Bird, it's got, I think it gets Lash Out, it probably gets Knockoff. I honestly do not know. All I know is that a Dark and Flying type like Honchkrow is really good, and also good way to help us out with hazard removal with the default. But that is going to be our team for the Atlanta Talonflames. We got ourselves the Walking Wake, the Snorlax, the Ogerpon, the Terra Armor Rouge, the Overquill, the Politoed, the Hisuian Gudra, the Rabombi, the Hoopa, the Gastrodon, and the Honchkrow. This is going to be a real good team, ladies and gentlemen, and I, for one, am ready to watch it. Now give me your thoughts in the comment section down below.